Alright, Stav here. This is the first proper video of this Stav-Tech YouTube channel, although there's already 100 odd videos on there I've uploaded in the past just of me messing about in previous tuned cars and so on. But this is the first time I've actually made a proper video for you guys. Anyhow, a lot of you will know me as a writer for car magazines, most famously Redline, but also Fast Car, Banzai, and pretty much every car magazine in the UK at one point or the other. Probably most famous for my tech articles and testing. If I don't know something, and I'll be honest, there is stuff I don't know, I just won't talk about it, or I'll admit I don't know. I'm not like a lot of these magazines which just talk crap. What you see from me is basically fact, and that's why I guess I've got this reputation that people want to listen to me. In the last year or so, as well as doing the normal magazine articles, I started Stav-Tech, which is the Facebook page and the Stav-Tech.co.uk website, and all of that is 100% tuning articles, myth busting, just anything. If you're into tuned cars, then it's your kind of thing. All that time, at least 100 of you contacted me telling me I should start a YouTube channel with all the tech and test content and so on, which I normally put on the websites, but in video format. As much fun as working for the magazines have been over the years, I think we all know that magazines are dying out a little bit. The budgets have got a lot smaller, which means they can't do a lot of the things they used to be able to do and the things you all like to see. So there's no testing anymore, there's very little good tech content. They can't afford to pay, do these things and to have the right writers, which means you don't see it, which means, well, you guys aren't buying mags. But hopefully this channel will be able to give you that, but in video form. The Stav-Tech YouTube channel will be 100% tuning content, testing, myth busting, technical features, anything and everything I can think of. I mean, I'm one of you guys really. I'm just a tuning fan. It's my hobby as well as my job. So if I want to see it, hopefully you guys want to see it. So let's get it done. Starting this channel is going to be no easy task because I'm no TV presenter, and it means you guys are going to have to put up my Southwest Council Estate farmer accent. And to be honest, I even had to shave my head last night after doing a test video and looking back at it, and I realised I looked like some kind of 1980s spec Jeff Capes, and that was not a good look. So it's a lot of trial and error doing this. I've already got loads of tests, tips, all kind myth busting, all kinds of stuff in mind to do on this channel, and hopefully you guys don't get too fed up or bored watching this, and we just keep going. Of course, it takes some money to do this, and to be fair, I ain't got much. I waste up too much on tuning my own cars. But I have got a lot of equipment to do testing. I've actually got proper Race Logic timing gear, so I can time any car anyone dares to let me behind the wheel of. Speaking of low budget, this is actually being filmed on some dodgy Chinese GoPro. In an ideal world, I'd like to buy a car purely to do tests on for the Stav-Tech channel. Not a car to use for anything else, not a car I'd be particularly amazing at doing anything else, but a car I can literally use as a rolling test bed for things. There's a ton of stuff I want to test. A lot of stuff is actually completely groundbreaking and I've never actually seen publicly tested before. I know it's been tested by motorsport teams in the past, but nothing has ever reached the aftermarket, and I'd love to test it for you guys. And to be honest, it's not going to cost a lot. I just need the bits and the time and a car to test it on. One thing's for sure, I've been in this tuning world for nearly 15 years now, so I've got a hell of a lot of contacts and friends in the business, and if you know me for years with previous projects and things I've done and tested, I'm nothing if not resourceful and imaginative, so I don't need a massive budget to do some cool stuff. Speaking of making features out of very little though, first feature I'm going to do today is actually going to be using what I'm sitting in now, which is my crappy Skoda Fabia 1.9 TDI daily driver. Actually, here's my first tuning tip for you. Buy a cheap, crappy daily driver, it don't cost you much money. It's a bit ironic me saying this because I've never really had one before and was driving around daily, stupid stuff like RX-8s doing 15 miles per gallon. Car I actually bought off my friend Steve-O, and he was using it for exactly the same reason. He's got loads of mental cars, and he used this to A, so he didn't have to use those cars daily, and B, because it saved him a fortune, and C, just like me, because it's an estate, you can carry engines and gearboxes and all kinds of crazy crap. so I can fill the boot full of turbos and do whatever I want. Having one car as your tune car and your daily is the crappiest idea in the world. It's just one big boring compromise. It's not fast enough, it's not fun enough, but you have to keep it like that because you don't want to have an unreliable car and all that rubbish. You may as well just not bother, to be honest. Second tuning tip while I'm at it, and this is another thing that I've, learning from my own mistakes, is no matter what car you got, no matter how mental it is, keep it road legal. It's all well and good having a car that you mostly use on track and you trailer everywhere, but every now and again, when you're bored, when you're fed up, when you're whatever, having a car's road legal that you can just jump in, go out and just cane the hell out of it around the streets for a couple hours, instantly cheers you up, job done. It's worth its weight in gold. If you've got a car where it's not road legal, you spend half the day before getting the car ready and loaded up, and you spend half the next day unloading it again after, so you spend a hell of a lot of time and you're still fed up. Anyhow, this test I want to do, it's a bit of a myth busting. It's something I've heard people say for God knows how many times on the internet. You see people arguing both sides of this story, and I ain't got a clue, because basically I've never cared about economy, I've never had a diesel, so it's never really occurred to me, but I just see loads of people whining and moaning and bitching and calling each other names because they think the other person is stupid because they don't agree with them. But I've never seen no proof, and they probably don't know either, so let's find out. Basically, I'm going to find out, and to be honest, if it doesn't show a really noticeable difference one way or the other, then it's a load of crap, basically, and it doesn't matter. Who cares? I mean, it's not worth arguing about, and nobody's right. You can't say, oh, it gives me 1 more mile per gallon. It's like, that's rubbish. It's not worth worrying about. If you can't afford 1 extra mile per gallon, you may as well not drive. I'm not going to subject you to the drive then back, because it's not going to be fun or exciting. I'm going to literally record it and put it into fast forward Benny Hill mode, and that's it basically. So here we go. Right, that's the first part of the test done. 10.7 miles, 48.5 miles per gallon, and that was accelerating as hard as I can up to 70-75 miles an hour, and then cruising the rest of the way at that speed. Accelerating at that speed 4 times in that journey, so once every 2.5 miles. Now let's see what happens if you drive gently up to speed. Right then, same start and end point, same journey, same everything, just driving like a sensible person up to speed. And because of that, I better give myself a bigger gap, otherwise someone will crash into me. That's test 2 done, accelerating like an old granny up to speed. And yeah, it's done 4 miles per gallon or so better. Does 4 miles per gallon matter to you? I don't know if it does to me. The main thing that taught me is accelerating gently, which you do see people do onto the motorway and stuff, and it's bloody dangerous. It's stupid just to try and save some fuel. Trying to gently go up to speed just to save a tiny bit of fuel is a bit retarded.